Hey guys, welcome to Acting Up with JB, Season 2. Make some noise! Guys, it feels so good to be back. I'm not gonna lie. I really missed podcasting. It was almost like a verbal diary for me to be able to open up and talk to you guys about all the things going on in my life, and also having my friends come on and talk about their life and their experiences and their growth and all those things. So I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys. I hope you guys missed me. As you guys can see, I'm dressed up. For the ones that are watching on Spotify and or YouTube, I am wearing a good guy doll costume, of course, Chucky. Today's Halloween. So for all who celebrated, happy Halloween. I'm wearing my Chucky costume, minus the blood. And yes, I'm here. I'm very excited to be back. As you guys know, season 1, I would always start with the quote of the day. I'm gonna do it a little different this season. I'm just gonna be coming up with quotes myself and or quotes that I live by, and then just go from there. So this episode's quote is going to be about, I guess, self confidence and not relying on anybody else to tell you how you're supposed to feel about whatever you got going on. The quote of the day is keep pushing and allow yourself space and time to not only figure things out, but rebrand. And don't be afraid to take the steps needed to get yourself together. So for me, I am currently in a place of wanting to evolve and grow. I don't like to stay stagnant. And I've tried to get myself to operate on uh how do I want to say it? I've started to get myself to operate on being uncomfortable, being comfortable, if that makes sense. If I get too comfortable somewhere, I don't like it. I feel like I've started to grow in a lot of the things that I do for many different reasons. And I feel growth is important. And if you stay stagnant, you're not really going to reach your full potential. And that's what I don't want to happen to me. I don't want to be comfortable in what I'm doing in my life or comfortable in all these things that I'm just like, oh, I'm great. No, there's always space to grow. There's always space to learn. There's always space to evolve. So that's my quote of the day. Keep pushing, allow yourself to grow, rebrand, do the things you got to do. Talk to yourself. I mean, not in a corner facing the wall, then it would probably call the psychiatric ward, but you know, give yourself some time to just figure yourself out. It's okay. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. We're going to talk about it in this podcast episode. We have a lot to uncover during this podcast. So we're going to get into that. I'm dropping this episode October the 31st. Again, I'm wearing my Chucky outfit, Good Guy Dual. It's a little soggy. I haven't worn this in a minute. I thought it fit me better than it is. I mean, literally the overalls, like the denim part of my overalls has surpassed my nipple. Like it's so droopy, but I'm gonna make it work. Happy Halloween to the people who celebrate it. I grew up Christian, so I still am. I love Jesus Christ. That is my Lord and Savior. Love him to pieces. And he loves me because he died on the cross for my sins. Boom. But there's a lot of people out here that don't celebrate it for many different reasons. Of course, religion is like the top reason why a lot of people don't celebrate it. However, I look at Halloween as a creative outlet. And like I'm not celebrating Halloween because oh my gosh, I can't wait for the devil's birthday. Me and the devil are not homies. That's just that on that. I like the creative side of it. Like a couple years ago, 2023, I did the Joker. The 2024, I did Chucky, this outfit. In 2025, the pictures are gonna drop by the time I post this. I'm doing Michael Jackson. So I'm really excited about this. So I'm doing the Michael Jackson trilogy albums. Well, he didn't say it was a trilogy, but my top 3 Michael Jackson albums are Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad. No particular order because it depends on my vibe which one is my favorite. 1 minute Off the Wall's number 1 out of the 3 for me. Then the next minute Thriller is. Then the next minute Bad is. I mean, we still love Dangerous. We still love all the Jackson 5 albums. We still love is it Invincible? Is Invincible the other album name? I can't recall. But yes, there's so many Michael Jackson albums that I love and that have a special place in my heart because Michael Jackson is, I think, my favorite entertainer of all time, right next to Beyonce, my girl. But I'm very excited about, I guess, just having fun and dressing up and showcasing these creative directions that I've been going lately. Me and my friend, shout out to Jasmine. Me and my friend Jasmine, we for the past 2 years have been coming up with fun and cool concepts for Halloween, and just I guess just Halloween photo shoots. And again, Joker, Chucky, and now this year we did Michael Jackson. So we did the album cover for each of the albums that I listed. And then we also did some of the alternate covers or like a Michael Jackson pose and stuff like that. So go on my Instagram if you'd like to see it, J underscore Balagizi, and you'll be able to see the pictures by now because this will be out by the time the pictures drop. All right, so yeah, going back to the people who celebrate or don't celebrate Halloween. Growing up, I absolutely did not grow up celebrating Halloween. It's actually funny because my mom, both my parents, may my dad rest in peace, and my mom, who she still does it to this day. My mom, she prints out this paper and puts it on our door so that the trick or treaters don't come and bother. The paper says, "Do not knock on our door. This house is covered by the blood of Jesus, and we don't have any candy." So yeah, that's pretty much what the paper says, and nobody really ends up knocking. I remember one time, if you guys have ever watched The Purge, there was one time me and my siblings and my mom, I think my dad was there too, but he's probably at work. But either way, we were all sitting in the living room watching TV, vibing, and then we hear a knock at the door on Halloween night. And she was like, "Turn off the lights, turn off the TV, so they don't think we're home." I'm like, first of all, mother, our TV's blaring, our lights are already on. If we turn them off, it's going to bring even more attention to the fact that we're not going to open the door. So I think we should just leave it be and they'll walk away eventually. So there's that. So it's funny how that is. But, for me, again, it's just a fun creative outlet. I think it's a cool way to express creativity, to express what you think about. Like for me, it's like really cool. I'm doing like characters that I've seen growing up, like the Joker. I've seen almost every Batman movie. Chucky, I've seen literally almost every Chucky movie. But I will say, watching the Chucky movies, that's a little sinister. I don't know. I feel like there's levels to me liking Halloween stuff because the demonic stuff, and Chucky, he was all crazy. He was a serial. I don't want to say because I don't know how much I can say, but he was a serial person. And if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. And then he tried to put his spirit into a doll, and then he turned human. And they did it through like witchcraft and stuff. And I'm like, we getting too deep. We're getting too deep. So there's that. And the reason why I'm wearing it right now is because I don't have another costume. And Spirit Halloween is expensive. I don't know why I have to spend more than $60 on an outfit I'm only gonna wear one time. I feel like Spirit Halloween, hey guys, how you guys doing? CEO of Spirit Halloween. I feel as though, I mean, we're gonna buy it, don't get me wrong, but I feel like $70 for a Woody Toy Story costume is kind of pushing it. um, Maybe if you guys give us like a BOGO, buy one get one free, buy one get one half off, maybe that could be cool. But these $70 prices for an outfit for Halloween is kind of expensive. Like we're only gonna wear it that one time. And I know you guys return policy. Actually, I don't know what the return policy is for Spirit Halloween. I'm sure they're gonna be knowing that a lot of people are gonna want to return their outfits. So I don't know. But either way, Spirit Halloween, please lower your prices for us. It's hard out here. It's a hard knock life, and we're doing our best. And we just want to dress up in our favorite characters and just have a good time with our friends. It was funny. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and they were just like, "Oh, I don't celebrate Halloween. I don't really dress up, which is fine. Like, do you? Different strokes." But I was thinking, me and the person were talking, and we were like, okay, do you think people would treat Halloween different if it was any other day? And they were like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, okay, think about it like this. Everybody's dressing up for Halloween. Some people dress up just because they like it, and some people actually out here celebrating the devil's birthday. But whichever way you lie is up to you. But for me and some of the people that I hang out with, we just do it because we like to dress up and it's fun and it's cool. You get to be with your friends and have a whole nine. It isn't for me. It's not really different than me throwing a birthday party. My birthday is July 14th. It's like it's not nothing different than me telling people to come to my birthday and say, "Hey guys, I want everybody to dress up in their favorite costume, their favorite celebrity look, or your favorite TV character." You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. That's why for me, I don't take it as me celebrating Halloween. I think about it as me dressing up as a character. And then also I'm an actor. I'm a host. I do all these things. So in my mind, it's just another form of expressing myself creatively. If that makes sense for you guys. Yeah. So think about those things like Awesome Con, Comic Con, Otakon. a lot of my friends go to these cons, so it's like they also dress up in their favorite anime characters, and they dress up in a way that's like cool, like their favorite anime. So in my mind, I'm like, so y'all be dressing up like Naruto and Pikachu and everybody else, and the really strong people off Baki and Attack on Titan and all those things. Like, why can't I dress up like my favorite characters in the different movies, like The Dark Knight, or like Michael Jackson, one of my favorite entertainers of all time? So yeah, that's how I look at it. That's what it is. And next year is going to be so funny. Me and the photographer that I work with, we already know what I'm going to be doing next year. And I don't want to say it. I don't like to spoil the surprise. So we shall see. But I wanted to name a couple of my favorite scary movies. I love Scream, all of them. Get Out was Jordan Peele. I can't wait to work with you one day. We're going to work together one day. I'm saying it now if I didn't say it already, which I'm sure I did when I first started this podcast. We are going to be working together. Get Out, Scream. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just watched the new version of it. I liked that one as well. I liked all of them. They're pretty good. Shout out to Brandy with the second one. Jennifer's Body. I don't know. There was an era of my life where I was so obsessed with Jennifer. Jennifer, Megan Fox, that every movie, Transformers, Jennifer's Body, it was an era because I remember she had stopped making movies for a while, and I was like, oh my goodness, all I could watch is Transformers and Jennifer's Body. So I just keep rewatching it, and so that was when I was just obsessed. I just love Megan Fox. Um, but I feel like for me, the Disney scary movies are kind of the ones that I grew up on the most, like the scary episodes of my favorite shows, like Sweet Love and Zack and Cody when they had the haunted hotel. That was fun. Shout out to Twitches, Tia and Tamara, Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town. Funny story, Marnie from Halloween Town. I met her in 2017 at I met her at the mall. I was working at H&M at the time, at the mall near my college, and there was like a long line of somebody trying to meet this girl, and I'm like, who's that? Like, I couldn't see the face, but because I was facing the opposite direction of where whatever. And so I asked the security, I'm like, yo, like, what's going on here? I'm about to clock into work, but what's going on here? They're like, oh, they got this girl, this actress here that she, she's out here signing and taking pictures and whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, who is this? So I'm like looking, and I'm like, she looked mad familiar. And I'm like looking. I'm like, girl, that's Marnie. So of course, what do? I tell my manager I'll be a little bit late. I'm like, I'll be right back. I stand in line. I get to the front. I'm like, Marnie, what's up, girl? You know you iconic, right? She was like, oh, thank you so much. And I'm like, yeah, girl, like you cool. Can we take a picture? And here go to security. Oh, it's $15. Marnie, $15? You want me to take a picture with you for $15? I promise I did it. I promise I paid the $15, y'all. I know some of y'all gonna be like, Jonathan, why would you pay $15 to go take a picture with somebody? It was the moment. I waited in line for what, 15 minutes? I felt like, okay, each minute of my time was wasted. I didn't want to, like, okay, imagine me telling my boss I'm already gonna be late. So now I waited 15 minutes for no reason. I might as well just take the opportunity. I'm already here. And I had just got paid the day before. So I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. $15 ain't gonna kill me. I just won't have Chipotle. So took a picture with Marnie. So me and Marnie are besties. Shout out to Marnie. I maybe I could add the picture in this. I don't know. Either way, I have a picture with her. And yeah, I before I shift gears from Halloween to like talking about some other stuff, I wanted to say there's some movies that I know for sure you guys will not see me watching anymore. I.e., Insidious. No. The Conjuring. No. Annabelle. No, absolutely not. Here's the thing. I've seen all these movies. I've seen Insidious. I've seen some of the Conjuring movies. I know there's a new one coming out. Shout out to the Conjuring franchise. I know Annabelle. I've seen Annabelle. I don't know her. Oops. I don't know Annabelle, but I've seen the movie. Those are demonic. For me, I just no. There's nothing in my spirit that wants to watch those because I don't. First of all, Annabelle's real, and they're taking this girl on tour. Y'all need to keep that demon inside the cage that Jeff and Lorraine Warren put him in. May they both rest in peace. And I hope that they're resting because they've been working really hard, being thrown left and right in these haunted, demonic houses that they went to go and, clean out. they had the biggest kahunas I could have ever had, because to not only know that somebody's house is haunted, like imagine you're minding your business walking down the street. Help, Lorraine, please help. My house is haunted. Can you and your husband come and just fumigate my house with all of the Holy Spirits you guys can conjure up so that we can be able to maneuver and be okay? These people are being, not only are they being haunted, oh, doors closing by themselves, you know, your covers are being pulled a little bit. Y'all getting beat with coat hangers. Y'all are getting picked up and thrown and dragged around the house. These demons don't like y'all. Like, I don't know. I don't want any parts. That's all I know. I just don't want any parts with anything like that. So for me, it's best I don't watch it. So shout out to all those movies. Shout out to the franchises. Do I see myself playing in a haunted, in a scary movie? Yeah. As an actor, I would love to be in a scare in a horror, but it wouldn't be a spirit type of horror. It would be like, oh no, there's a killer, ah, help, ah, I'm running away, or like maybe I'm, with my skin, we were always the first to go. If you know, you know. But I feel like if anything, I would fight back. I hope maybe I could be the savior of everybody. Let's change the trajectory of these horror movies. Let us be the last ones to survive. And then we go back and we say, yeah, you can't mess with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us be the last ones to survive for once. So we shall see. Maybe that'll be in my future. Um, I feel like I could do a really good dying scene in a scene. If you know, you know. If you've been on set with me before, I've played around doing it and I've done it well. Let the streets tell it. So for me, if it comes down to being in a horror movie, I would love to. I just have I have hard nose. And as an actor, when you first get into this business, you have to know your nose. And one of my nose is being in the spirit type of horror films. Because a lot of those behind the scenes sets, they be having stuff happening to the actors and stuff, and I ain't got time for that. Because spirits are real. If you know, you know. So now we're gonna shift gears from Halloween to my summer. Guys, this summer 2025 was one of the best summers I've ever lived. And I can't really put it into words how much I appreciate the opportunities and moments that I've shared with people throughout this summer. I, I, I don't even know what to say. All I want to say is thank you to everybody that, first of all, I'm going to unbutton one of my overall buttons because this is just, it keeps sliding. So I'm going to just make it kind of cool for the people watching. You see what I'm doing. For the people listening, I'm trying to adjust. Okay. Again, great summer. I mean, I feel like 2025 summer was like 2016 summer, but like adult. I know some people around me also said the same thing, but I agree with them as well. Like this summer was so much fun. It was very busy. I mean, let's not get it misconstrued. It was very busy, but it was so much fun. And it wasn't even just like, oh, I'm having fun. I'm out with my friends doing hood rat things. But it was just like I'm out having fun with my friends, but I'm also working. Um, I'm hosting. In the midst of all that, I'm still acting. I'm networking. I'm meeting new people. I'm getting new opportunities. It's just like the summer was great. Like everything that I would have loved to have happened happened. Some of the things were one of my favorite highlights of the summer. I'm going to have a couple of highlights before we get to the next thing because this will not be a quick episode. This will not be a hour and some change episode. It's going to be a quick little 45 to about an hour. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking. We're just talking. But anyway, summer. I hosted a good amount of events for many different event groups in the DMV area. To everybody that I hosted for this summer, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the opportunities that you guys gave to me. Whether it was a 30-minute set, a 1 hour set, 2 hour set, a whole event set. I appreciate that you guys trusted me enough to bring my talent, to bring my A game, to bring my energy to entertain your crowd and the crowd. And, just I like to exude positive energy and great energy. So I thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. It was a great summer because of it. And I met some really great people and hosted for some really great event groups. I just pray for more opportunities with you guys. I pray for more success for you guys and all of you guys' endeavors and my endeavors as well. And yeah, I mean, a great summer. One of the things that stood out to me this summer was hosting a karaoke night. It was a beehive karaoke night. Now, if you guys know me, you guys know that I'm a huge Beyonce fan. All right. I've been a fan of her since I was in like third or fourth grade. Like I remember B Day being I knew Destiny's Child. Like, Destiny's Child was everywhere. So I knew that Destiny's Child was Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. Shout out to Destiny's Child. But it was like I think when I got to like third or fourth grade, I remember hearing some friends singing like Irreplaceable and stuff like that. I was like, oh, these are cool. This is cool lyrics. What's this? And then they got me hip to it, and I was like, oh wow. And so ever since then, I've been hooked on phonics on Beyonce. That's my girl. That's my home skillet biscuit. Um, and so this summer I got to host a off the record karaoke night, Beehive Edition, the day before Beyonce came in town to take over the stage for the Cowboy Carter tour. And so I got to host an event with her band, the award winning band, but mind you, you know what I'm saying? They're all talented. That was one of the highlights. Another highlight, keeping the Beyonce topic. Another highlight was for me was attending the second show and being so close. I could see the sweat dripping from not just Beyonce, but from the dancers. Like, I mean, it is just flying. They spin. I had to dodge some of the sweat. I'm like, whoa. I didn't know I got a 4D experience at the Cowboy Carter. Like, literally, wow. Beyonce, wow. I cannot wait for Act 3. Act 3 is going to go crazy. I just pray that I get an even bigger experience for Act 3. I was in Cowboy Carter. I was in Hold Down Pit A, Club Hold Down A. I was in Club Hold Down A. And to make a long story short, the opportunity presented itself for me to be in that section the day of the concert while I was in line to get into the concert. So the fact that I was able to get this opportunity, thank you to everybody that made it happen. Thank you to Beyonce for a great show. Uh, it's just 10 out of 10 experience. Beyonce, thank you. If any of you guys haven't seen Beyonce, you should. And I manifested being in Club Hoedown A. And so the fact that I manifested it and it actually happened, you just got to be intent for what you're saying. Your tongue is a sword. Let's talk about it. I have learned, not from this experience, but from experiences in the past, I've learned to not just say anything out of my mouth. I want to be intentional with everything I say. Of course, I joke around, I have fun, but there's certain things I don't play about. And one of them is being intentional with what I'm saying and what I mean when I say what I said. Because again, your tongue is a sword. You can't just be saying anything. All lackadaisical. SAT word. You really got to say stuff that's like meaningful, and you have the power to say the things you want to happen in your life. I saw that this year. I saw that at the end of last year. We're gonna do that again in 2026. So shout out to this summer. Shout out to those specific things that happened with me this summer. I'm excited to see what 2026 has to offer. Shout out to just everybody being so kind to me. This summer was a really nice summer. I also grew as a dancer this summer. Shout out to High Status. Shout out to High Status. Shout out to My Piano DMV. I feel like those are the top two events I've danced so hard at because for I'm a Piano Sundays, it's South African music for the most part. They do play Afrobeats here and there, but it's majority South African music. And if you know South African dancing, that is not easy. I mean, you have to use every toe you have in your shoe. Like, you cannot be missing a toe. So I had to put the sugar down. And I had to make sure that I was able to keep up with these dances. And yes, I'm being funny, but I'm being serious, y'all. I had to really know how to dance, bro. South African music is not easy to dance to. So you can't be stiff as a board. You gotta really be as flexible as jelly. So I'm learning I'm doing my best. I'm 4 months into learning. I have about 15 dances down pat. So shout out to my Piano DMV. Shout out to my friends that I met through I'm a Piano DMV for teaching me these amazing dances. So I've grown as a dancer. I've kept up with them, to the point where people think that I've been dancing like this for years. And I'm like, guys, I just learned this in May. You know what I'm saying? I just started learning these dances in May. Oh my goodness. One of the highlights of this summer was me meeting Uncle Waffles. If you guys don't know, Uncle Waffles is a very, very iconic artist and DJ who is from South Africa who does piano music. And I've danced to her music, I've sang to her music, I even cried to her music because I have tears of joy from dancing so hard. And I got to meet my girl Uncle Waffles. I had one opportunity to meet her. Ooh, shout out to Afro Plus. Shout out to Afro Plus Fest. You guys, I pray for all of my friends that do these events out in the DMV to flourish and to just be the best at what they do because all of my friends that do events that I know, you guys are doing amazing. Afro Plus Fest was huge and very successful. And I'm so proud of my friends because a lot of them I went to college with and they were throwing stuff like Explosion at the school that me and them used to go to. And now they're throwing this really, really, really big thing in the DMV. We had Gunna, we had Asake, we had Uncle Waffles, we had Wizkid. Are you kidding? We had all these iconic people come to the area because of an event they threw. Let's talk about it. So kudos to y'all. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for the opportunities that you guys have given me to enjoy. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to enjoy Afro Plus Fest like I did. So thank you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. But to go back to my point, I met Uncle Waffles. She was so kind. And I actually was supposed to meet her at Afro Plus Fest, but I didn't get to meet her because I wanted to see her performance, up like to watch it because I was backstage, and then I was like, I want to see the performance, like looking at it and whatever. So I went up there, and I also had space to dance. So me and my friends went to go see her. We went from backstage to the front part to watch her perform, and killed it, of course. And just had a great time. Like, we were doing the dances with her and her people while she was doing the dances on stage with her dancers. Me and my friends who be dancing, we was doing the dances right alongside of them. And so that was a lot of fun. Oh God, Uncle Waffles, you're so nice. And you're so hot. Uncle Waffles, wow. I peed a little bit. I didn't pee. Yeah, it's an expression. But anyway, I didn't get to meet her at the Afro Plus Fest, which broke my heart because I didn't think I would have a second chance to meet her. But I did have hope because she's been on tour, which is why she came to Afro Plus Fest. And she also was going to perform in New York in September, I think it was as well, or August. So I was like, okay, I didn't get to see her at Afro Plus Fest, like one on one, to get to meet her, but I will be seeing her maybe again. So the opportunity, if it presents itself, I will work hard to meet her. So I remember me, and shout out to Piano DMV because if it wasn't for you guys, especially Bernice, Boss B, if it wasn't for Boss B, I wouldn't have been able to meet my girl, Uncle Waffles. So the opportunity presented itself, and I took it. And I met her outside of the function that we both were going to be at. It was an after party of her performance at Pier 17, which she killed. She killed her performance at Pier 17 or Pier 14. It's Pier something. It's in New York. If you're from New York, if you're a New Yorker, you know what it is. And so she performed there, killed the set. I was about to meet her backstage, but they rushed her off for her to, I guess, change and go to the after party. So I got to meet her outside of the after party. Really, really sweet. And then after that, we all went back inside to the after party. The after party was extremely lit. She gets on stage. Everybody goes crazy at the after party because people were like, "Is she really coming? Is she really coming?" We're like, "Yeah, she's coming. Don't fret. She'll be here." She finally comes. I wasn't on stage at the time, but I eventually get on stage while she's still up there. And it was so amazing to see everybody was excited to see her. So she gets when she's finished, just up there vibing a little bit with us. She didn't perform again. She was just up there vibing when her music was being played. And then after that, then she ended up going to her section with her people and her team. And then we got to see. I didn't get to see her, but apparently Tyler was there. Push the start. I didn't get to meet her. I was trying my best. I was like, everybody was dancing in their section, so I wasn't able to see her. So I kept trying to move my head so I could see, but security was tight. So I ain't want to get punched in the chest. My chest is only but so big. But Tyler was there. I felt her spirit. So shout out to Tyler. Um, yeah, it was cool. I Meeting Uncle Waffles was truly one of the highlights of my summer. It was really, really cool. And I'm so excited that I was able to meet her because that's my girl. I ain't even gonna lie. And not only did I get to meet her, I posted it on social media, and she happened to see the post on said social media. And then what did she do? Well, she didn't just like the video or anything like that. She posted it on her story. Right. She posted it on her story, and my phone is blowing up. I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is my phone blowing up? But I don't know if I was filming or something at the time. I can't remember what I was doing. But I look at my phone and my friend's like, Uncle Waffles reposted your video. I said, excuse me? What are you talking about to me? Why are you saying this? Why are you saying this foolishness to me? Why are you lying to me? He said, check her IG. So I called him. I'm like, what are you saying to me? What do you mean check her IG? What do you mean? What do you mean? He said, check her IG. I said, all right, bet. I check her IG. I promise she posted it. And not only did she post it, she said something like, oh, I wish I had the picture up so I could tell you guys exactly verbatim. But she said something like she loves meeting her fans like this, like this is why she does what she does, something like that along the lines. Don't quote me, but she said something along those lines, and it just warmed my heart that I felt so seen because there was a there was a moment where I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna meet this girl. Oh my gosh, how can I like? And I have friends who met her at the Afro Plus Fest. I mean, my friends were the ones that made the event happen, so I'm sure they got to meet her um and some of the media team. But I was like, what about me? Like, I dance to your music all the time. I just would like to say hi and how much I appreciate you. And I got to do it. So she was really, really sweet. Security didn't punch me, so that was cool. Yeah, so that was another big highlight of the summer. Um, I don't know, it's just been a great summer, I can't lie. Another big thing this summer was a highlight was my little brother getting married. Yes, my little brother got married, bro. Like, and I have a bonus sister. I'm very excited. That's my home skillet biscuit. I don't play about her. I don't. That's my sister. Anybody that play with her plays with me. It's already up. Anybody that plays with my family, duh. But now she's another addition to my family, so I don't play about them. So I have some beautiful things going on in my family, and shout out to both of them. I'm so proud of my brother being such an iconic man. As you guys know, my brother's already iconic. Zuni on Instagram and TikTok, and he's also a stand-up comedian. So shout out to them. Shout out to this growth. I'm very proud of both of them, and I pray nothing but success for their marriage and a long, long lasting marriage. And I can't wait for their future and all the great blessings that are happening in my family. But that's it. So shout out to that high status. I've been dancing with them since like February. I've been dancing real hard. So yeah, I'm saying all this to say these opportunities I've had this summer to just grow in myself has been great. I have to give a special shout out to Something Different DC. You guys have a true special place in my heart for looking out for me and for always like just you guys think about me a lot and I think about you guys a lot as well. I really appreciate you guys deep. And also thank the people that came before me that I'm learning from. You guys are talented. And I see, like, I understand the work because I'm doing the work, so I see how much work it takes to do what we do. So shout out to you guys as well. I look up to you guys so much. They don't call me Minister of Enjoyment for no reason. All right. So again, before I change the topic, I do want to say shout out to everyone that has vouched for me, that has given me an opportunity, that has trusted me and my talent, and to continuously always keep me in the forefront of their brain lobe when they ever have conversations about who should host their events because sometimes they think about me. So I thank you guys for that. You guys have a special place in my heart forever. And you guys are also part of my memoir. You guys are part of my growth. So thank you for that. I'm so excited for 2026. I'm so excited for growth. I'm so excited for to learn so many more new things. And I hope you guys feel the same way about whatever you guys have going on with yourself, like your craft and all those things. Because truly, I like being uncomfortable. I don't know. Maybe I'm growing to like being uncomfortable because being uncomfortable is really uncomfortable. But there's something about it that lets me know that God is preparing me for something bigger. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'm ready to just be uncomfortable and see where you're trying to take me, Jesus. Let's see where you're trying to take me. And it's for some odd reason, I always have this happen with me towards the end of whatever year I'm in. In 2024, I felt this exact same way. I was not freaking out, but I was like, I know what I want to do. I know what I want my next year to look like. How am I going to get there? I don't know. But I do know that I want to start getting my ducks in a row and figuring out how I got to go about what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, I feel like that's the era I'm in right now. I know October's over. By the time this is up, it's the last day of October. So, I got to get on it. 2026 is right around the corner, y'all. We got this. You know what I'm saying? We got to start doing our what is it called? Honing in with our, to our crafts and like learning and getting stuff together. Also, I forgot to say in the beginning, yeah, guys, I cut my hair. I gotta talk about that. Okay, this is like later on in the episode. I kind of wish I did that during the current event moment, but y'all, okay. So before you guys left, before I had my little in between season hiatus, I had long hair, right? So I think the last episode was in May. June was chill, but at the end of June, I dyed my hair because I wanted to do blonde hair for my birthday photo shoot. As you guys know, I love doing photo shoots. And so my birthday, I wanted to be blonde. Blonde John. Blonde John is way more fun than dark hair John and much more goofy than Ginger John, who's here right now talking to you guys. So dyed my hair blonde, right? But I knew for my photo shoot, but I knew between my photo shoot and my birthday was too long of a time frame, so my roots would come back black. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just tell the guy who helped dye my hair to just re-dye my roots. I told him, he's like, all right, bet, yeah, come back, we'll figure it out. I come back. To make a long story short, we did the whole process the same way we did before. When we finished, my hair was three different colors. It was purple from the purple shampoo. It was lighter than blonde because my hair was already blonde, so that part of my hair was blonde, lighter now. And then my roots were like a piss yellow. So I was like, okay, all right. I look like a Skittle. What can I do? He was like, all right, so we gonna figure this out. Because at this point, it's like 11 p.m., damn near 12 a.m. At this point, I had to go home. And from his house to my house, like almost an hour. So I'm like, okay, I gotta do this tomorrow. We gotta figure this out tomorrow. The next day comes, like, all right, before the next day comes, he tells me, call me, we'll figure it out. I got you. Da-da-da. I'm like, all right, bet. We got this. So he tells me what to get. I also talked to the lady from Sally's. That's the beauty supply store that's near my crib. So she tells me what to get. He tells me what to get. So I get the developer, I get the dye, I get this, I get that. We're good to go. We go to my house. I call him. I call my sister because I have another phone. Uh, I try to figure it out. We're all on the phone. They're trying to help me out. We do what we got to do. When we finish, the hair color, I actually really like the hair color. It was like a darker version of blonde, but it wasn't like a brown. It was like a really cool middle of blonde and brown. It was cool. So I'm like, okay, I like this color. But I was getting a little fearful because they were like, yeah, if you just stress your hair, like you bleached your hair and did the whole nine. Mind you, I did bleach the day before. Then I did it again. I don't think I bleached. Did I bleach again the next day? I don't recall. Oh man, did I bleach again the next day? I don't think I bleached again, but I think I definitely. It was just a lot of wear and tear on my hair. Back to back doing that was crazy. And then 3 weeks before that, I had did the whole bleaching process to dye my hair the initial time. So my hair was tired and fried, right? So now I'm washing my hair, and my friends on the phone are like, yeah, my sister on the phone, my friend on the phone that was helping me dye my hair. He's like, just be careful, like, you don't want your hair to fall out. And they're like telling me the time frame of everything. Make sure you do this time frame, this time frame, blah, blah, blah. So did I listen? Yes. Did I add a little bit more time instead of 30 minutes, 35 to 40? Yes. Did I think 5 to 10 minutes would be crazy? Would be such a crazy, dramatic, drastic time frame that would make my hair fall out? No, it's only 5 minutes. A 5 minute, 10 minute different. I didn't think it would be that crazy, right? So they wash, we washing my hair. We shampoo all the chemicals out, condition my hair, leave the conditioner for like 20 minutes in my hair, rinse that out. Then I start moisturizing my hair. This is the day before my birthday, mind you. The day before my birthday party. This is July 18th. My party was July 19th. One of my friends was coming into town. He was gonna stay with me. And I mean, I had people coming into town, whatever. So I went to go pick up one of my friends. As I'm picking him up, the plan that day was for me to go to the place that I go to. Shout out to Nina's to get my hair braided. Then I was gonna go to my home Skillet Biscuit. Shout out to Beltway Plaza, where I get my hair cut. So on my way to go get my friend from the train station, I'm picking my hair, but I'm noticing like actually I was going ahead of myself. Before I even get to my car to go get my friend, after I wash my hair and everything, I'm like kind of pulling my hair, like not aggressively, but ever so gently. And I'm noticing some hair in some parts of my head is coming out. And I'm like, okay, it's just hair, yeah, everything's not gonna go. Yeah, I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm like, no, this is just like the miscellaneous hair. It's just the hair that's like, you know, the ones that were worn out. But I still have hair on my head. Like I'm like pulling the top part of my head, it's fine. I'm pulling the side part of my head, it's fine. So I'm like, okay, whatever, it's not gonna come out. So now I'm in the car on my way to my friend to pick him up from the train station. And I'm picking my hair with my hair pick. And I'm noticing globs of hair is stuck on the pick. It's like the middle of my head and the back of my head. There were globs of hair, y'all, literally stuck on my pick. And I said, in the name of Jesus, please. This is the day before my birthday. What's happening? But for some odd reason, I was also kind of calm because to an extent, I knew I wanted to cut my hair, but I didn't think I was going to cut my hair at my Jubilee, my Jonathan's July Jubilee birthday bash. I thought it was going to be maybe, in August, which I had planned to cut my hair in August. So when I pick up my friend, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm going to turn around and I need you to tell me, is there a hole in the back of my head? I turn around and he's like, yeah, there's a tennis ball sized hole on the back of your head. There's no hair. Like, there's hair, but it's like, you could tell, like, whatever. I'm like, oh my God, I have to cut my hair. So that initial plan of me going to Nina's to get my hair braided, I love you guys at Nina's. I haven't seen you guys because I have no hair to see you guys for. My hair was falling out. So I went straight to my barber. I said, hey, man, just cut it as low as the back of my head is and we'll be good to go. So he cuts it that low, and my haircut was low ever since then. So that, and then my hair was also like two different colors. It's fine, but it was a cool like blonde hue. It was fun. So I was blonde with long hair. Then I was blonde with short hair. Then I wanted to do different. August came. I think it was the first day of fall or something, or I can't remember what day it was. It wasn't the first day of fall. It was um whatever day it was that day. And I was like, okay, fall's coming any minute. It's time for me to change my hair. Then I changed it to ginger, and that's why I'm ginger now. It will be a little more vibrant next time because I will dye it again. But I've learned from this experience to not overkill your hair and your hair follicles. I thank God that I still have a full head of hair and it's a thick head of hair. So I'm happy that I still have that. And I'm definitely going to be a lot more careful in the way that I dye my hair because shout out to High Color, I think is the brand. Yeah, that's the color I do with ginger, and it's good with dark hair. So I'm gonna do that. I guess I could skip the bleaching process and just go straight to doing this. So we could do it like that, safer. But that's what happened with my hair for the people that even care. Or who don't follow me on Instagram and want to know what happened to your hair, you cut it, whatever. That's the history behind it. I cut it because I had to. Yes. But before I let you guys go, this is pretty much the whole episode one. I just wanted to talk to you guys. I missed you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. What to expect from this season? I mean, I will be having guests again. Shout out to all my guests from season one. My siblings were on. My homeskillet Biscuit, Marlene, and Tyra were on, and Jew and my girl Bree. I had so many people on last season who I thank again for coming on and opening themselves up and just being vulnerable and giving us tips and tricks and how they were, talking and just everything with their life. So this season is not going to change. Of course, I'm going to be doing more solo episodes than guest stars, but I will be having guests coming on that range from actors, singers, CEOs, entrepreneurs, event hosts, stylists, not stylish, but they are stylish. Um, and just people that I find interesting and that I think could have great advice for me and also the audience, you guys, people that are watching and just listening. And there's gonna be some fun stuff I'm gonna be doing with them while I talk to them. So it'll be cool. It's gonna be a lot of fun this season. And as the season progresses, I'll be adding more knickknacks and stuff to my little nook. This is my new little corner. It's fun, it's spacious. You know what I'm saying? I have space behind me. Huh? I can move around, I could dance. You know what I'm saying? I could drink my juice or I have water. BPA free is the bottle. I don't know what BPA stands for, but it's free of that, which I think is good for my body. Mm, we love water. The thing is, right? I'm trying to get better with my water because as far as the gym is concerned, I'm trying to bulk up now that summer's over. I can finally have a stomach and just because it's hard to bulk and cut at the same time. So it's like for me, I have to get bigger, but in order to get bigger, I gotta eat, right? So it's like me cutting at the same time of bulking is kind of hard to do. So now I could comfortably bulk and wear a hoodie and nobody knows. And then I'm gonna just cut aggressively. Like 2026, Jonathan will not be wearing a shirt. I mean, I barely wore a shirt this year, but next year, I don't know what a shirt is. So aside from that, I've been drinking a lot of water because I'm taking creatine as well as pre-workout. And with creatine, you gotta drink a lot of water. And so I've just been peeing. I mean, I could fill up a tub with how much I pee in a day from drinking all this water. I mean, yeesh. So shout out to creatine because it does work. I've been seeing, and as a guy, I know people are attracted to, dudes in their forearms when when their veins are popping out. But I'd be scared of that happening with me sometimes. I mean, it looks hot. Like I love when I have my veins in my arm, my forearms and like in my muscle and stuff. Like it looks cool. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all find that attractive, so I'm happy about that. But it be kind of make me feel like my vein is gonna explode. Am I tripping? Like, is that just me as a guy, right? Okay, guys, fellas, have you guys ever looked at your veins on your arms because we're so swole after a good pump in the gym and you're not afraid your veins are gonna explode? I don't know. It'd be kind of freaking me out because I feel like in a way I could feel the blood rushing through them. And it's almost like I'm afraid it's gonna combust. But maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe it's just me. I'm trying to get used to it. But yeah, drink your water, guys. Even if you're not taking creatine, drink your water. It's always good to flush your system out. Some of y'all pee be coming out just bright orange, and you guys, we have to change that. Bright orange and yellow. That's gross. We got to change that, guys. No more no more soda. Can you imagine? I know somebody who only drinks Coca Cola, and I was like, do, uh, do you want water? Do you even want cranberry juice? Oh no, I just drink a Coca Cola. Oh, okay. Different strokes. Don't forget, like what I said, different strokes. And the least judgmental person you'll ever meet. I don't judge people because I wouldn't want to be judged. The only person that's supposed to judge us is Jesus. And even he lets us do what we want to do. He gave us free will. You know what I'm saying? He said, follow me or not. So there's that. I mean, he wants us to follow him, but he gives us the opportunity. He gives us the option. So who am I to not give you an option? Mm. But yes, again, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much for listening to even care. I was actually baffled that some people were like, yeah, Jonathan, your season two's about to come back. I'm excited about it. Oh, you're watching? Thanks. So I do want to say this season is going to be so much fun. It's going to be a season of growth, a season of more opportunities, a season of expansion. And I can't wait to share all of this with you guys. And as you guys know, this is something I love. I want to have a talk show one day in the future, which I know I'm going to have. So this is how it starts. We're starting here. Talk show, host, entertainer, actor, philanthropist, entrepreneur is all those things that I like to wear. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for caring enough to watch um my podcast or listen to my podcast. And whether you are watching this or listening to this at home or at work or while you're taking a shower or while you're on the what's it called, the throne, aka the toilet, whether you are driving, did I say driving already? I'm gonna say it again. Whether you're driving home or driving to work or whatever you're doing, maybe fixing the lawn. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening and caring about anything I'm saying. This is Jonathan, JB, signing out on Acting Up with JB, episode 1. And I'll see you guys on episode 2 the following Friday. I'm dropping episodes every other Friday. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.